It is Carnival on the Now Morning Show, and we cannot talk Carnival without talking Calypso, specifically the Klassic Ruso Calypso Tent, as they are celebrating their 25th anniversary. This morning, we are joined by Contender, who is no stranger to the morning show, but we will refer to him by his government name, Mark John, as today he is wearing his chairman hat, chairman of the Tuco North Zone. Good morning and welcome back, Contender.
Good morning.
Now, it's important that we establish why we're using this particular title this morning, because I understand that as the chairman of the Tuco North Zone, you are, well, the tent falls under your purview, yes?
Yeah, well, it was, the tent is managed by the executive of Tuco North Zone, of which I'm the chairman.
Right. So that means that all of the prep, the cast selection, all of that we're going to see come for the grand opening happening on Wednesday will be all, well, would have happened on Wednesday,
actually, it happened already.
Yes, the 17th.
So, right,
all of this would have been part and parcel of your job.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the prep that took us to, well, or actually not the prep. Walk us through the 25 years, this 25th celebration. What would that look like?
Yeah, well, we would have started 25 years ago, and we would have come all up to now. With people like Man-Child and, Versatile, and these people from way back when.
Right.
And then we continued. You had other people coming in like Kelvin Pope, myself, all Ronda and the Hendrickson family.
Mm-hmm.
And, we came right up and we kept adding, because our principle, our in Tuco North Zone, and for Klassic Ruso, is that we keep combining experience with youth.
I like that
so that
combination.
When the youths, I could call a number of youths who passed through Klassic Ruso, like Helan Francis.
Right.
And these people pass through Klassic Ruso right now. As a matter of fact, I go from then to now.
Right.
We have a number of youths in the cast. We have one Andre Nelson. We have Trinity, who is Bethany Liborn.
Right.
She made it to the semi-finals last time.
Yes.
And then we have Kyle Cowie and Mark Eastman, So we have always had these youths and combining with people like Kelvin Pope or Ronda.
Keeping the thing alive, man.
Yeah, and nurturing them and, that sort of thing.
I want to ask what the selection process is like, because as much as you have your creme de la creme, your selected persons already, there is a Calypsonian looking on that's saying, I want to become part of this Kaiser Ruso
And
legacy.
a number of people want to become part of Klassic Ruso.
So how do they do that?
Here what we do. When there is auditions at, all along in November, we invite people to come in, and we have the executive, or we have judges. We select judges, and they come, they listen to your selection, your presentation, whatever the calypso is,
Right.
and we take it from there.
Right.
No, we make it clear that we're not necessarily doing a competition per se, in that we are looking for a program.
Program.
So it's not necessarily you get the most points. We look for a program to present to the public.
Okay.
And in that, we have humor. It varies.
I got you.
So we get a program together. We are not saying that not because you are not selected, your Kaiso isn't good as such.
Right. It's just what fits for this
into
year.
what we're looking for.
I get
As
you.
a matter of fact, and we make sure that we have been presenting positive programs to the audiences for over the years. We have done that, and we continue to do it. As a matter of fact, if you don't believe me, you could come down to the Klassic Ruso Tent tonight, because the judges would be coming to Klassic Ruso tonight to judge us for selection for Calypso Fiesta.
Right.
And you know, on that night, everybody coming out to impress.
Exactly.
You know, we normally do it, but there's the
Even
exception, even more.
Even more.
You know?
I want to ask your opinion, though, because, of course, everybody saw the reactions of Marshall being in a tent and performing, tents selling out, and even persons being interested in other tents as a result of that. What are your thoughts of Marshall being in the Calypso tent? Technically, again.
Well, yeah, again, because Marshall started, I was wrong, saying that I am in this thing 58 years.
Wow.
And I was the junior Calypso monarch in 1966 and 1967. And Marshall knows me in the sense that, well, when Marshall came in the tent, I was there.
Right.
And he would always refer to me, "Boy, you happening, ding, 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 ding. You all right? Yeah, right?" But it's good to see somebody like Marshall coming back into the Calypso tent.
Amen.
You know? It's there he started.
Right. So it's a full circle moment.
Yeah, too young to soca.
Before you started Game of Soca, I know they also have the extempo coming up.
Yeah.
Remind us of the dates for those as well.
The extempo date is the 29th,
Right.
the prelim.
Prelims
That
on
is
the
Monday.
29th. Oof.
So, and the deadline has passed for registration.
registration.
And apart from the extempo, which we know, we have a number of extempo lovers. There is also, we have introduced a freestyle competition.
That we know.
Because, you know, like how soca and calypso is, they are brothers and sisters.
Right.
Family. Well, the freestyle and the extempo
Are one and the same.
because a number of people, you know, like Bungie and, you know, they do freestyle.
Which is a form of extempo.
Nice.
I get it.
Myron B was the first freestyle champion.
So we'll see who's
One
next.
or two people say they're coming at Myron. So in this edition, this 24 competition, which takes place on Monday,
Right.
we will be choosing the extempo finalists and the freestyle finalists.
So before anybody gets any more ideas, I want you to show them a little bit of what they will get. Not in freestyling or extempoing, but giving us a little bit of peace, love, and harmony to take us to the break. How does that sound?
Peace, love, and harmony.
We
That's
together?
my presentation for 2024.
Ladies and
Which
gentlemen,
they would also hear later.
Contender
This evening.
is representing for the Calypso Ruso Classic Tent, and you will hear a little bit of this tonight. But for now, that's how we take a break here on the Now Morning Show. Take it away, Contender.
We come with nothing, we leave with nothing also. The same way we enter, the same way we go. Too much fuss and fighting, enmity and strife, bitterness and hatred during our life. I am sure you heard it many times before, so I just repeat it. This philosophy once more. We got to love one another, respect each other. That's the way it got to be. Whether it's a million, a billion, or a trillion, once we die, we can't carry. Man must understand, ever since creation, the plan was always to be peace, love, and harmony. Most definitely, peace, love, and harmony. We come with nothing, that is a fact. We live with nothing when we going back. So much global issues we facing daily that could be avoided. Friends, if only man would come together and solve differences with amicable solutions in spite of circumstances. We got to love one another, respect each other. That's the way it got to be. Whether it's a million, a billion, or a trillion, once we die, we can't carry. Man must understand, ever since creation, the plan was always to be peace, love, and harmony. Most definitely, peace, love, and harmony.